Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 5 on air and streaming on KARE 11 Plus. I'm Julie Nelson.
And I'm Rena Sargentopoulos. In the last hour, second-degree murder charges were filed against the suspected gunman in this week's deadly shooting in Edina.
The suspect was one of 4 people arrested in the case. The other 3 were released today, with the Hennepin County Attorney's Office saying there's not enough evidence to support charges against them. Well, the shooting happened in the middle of the day on Wednesday in a busy area of Edina on West 66th Street, right near Southdale Mall. New court documents reveal police have been called to the building dozens of times in recent years. Lou Raguse is here with our top story. Lou?
Julie and Rena, this case developed throughout the day, and just within the last hour, the 4th suspect arrested, 22-year-old Elevoun Wren, was charged with second-degree murder. The court papers say that the shooting was captured on surveillance video, and police found a gun in Wren's apartment. After 22-year-old John Stroud was murdered outside the 66 West apartments where he was living, it didn't take long for Edina police to arrest 3 men. But the friends and family of those first 3 suspects stood firmly behind them.
I hope the truth comes out. I think he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I don't feel he did it either. In fact, he called me the night he got arrested. Said he was a bystander.
According to the criminal complaint, that was true. And the 4th suspect arrested, 22-year-old Elevoun Wren, was the shooter. Wren is charged with murder, and the first 3 suspects released from jail.
I think it was a dispute between 2 people, and it went sour.
The victim, Stroud, earlier this month was served eviction papers from 66 West apartments. Court records show the alleged killer, Wren, lived there as well. 66 West is the transitional affordable housing complex that caters to young adults who've been homeless. A data practices request made by KARE 11 shows 66 West has been an extremely time-consuming place for Edina police over the last 3 years. 147 calls for service. That's a significant number, and the calls have increased exponentially each year. The calls jumped from 17 in 2023 to 32 in 2024 and 75 in 2025. With 23 so far already this year, 2026 is on pace to exceed last year's total. In a statement, Beacon Interfaith Housing Collaborative, which runs 66 West, said in part, "We take the trend of calls for service seriously and continue to evaluate what we're learning, making changes where warranted." Now, that statement from Beacon Interfaith also goes on to say that they believe those police calls often reflect residents seeking help when they need it, which in their words is, quote, part of how this model is designed to work. When I checked through it, though, the majority of the police calls were labeled as some sort of disturbance. Julie.
Wow. I know it was such a busy time of day. The Lifetime Fitness there, Southdale Mall, everything shut down. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, any idea what led to this shooting?
Well, since it was captured on surveillance video, there is a little bit more spelled out in the court papers. It says that there was a physical fight between the gunman and the victim. One interesting thing it says is that in that physical fight, the victim had his arms around the neck of the gunman before there was a shooting. So we'll have to see if there's any sort of self-defense claim made when this case goes to court.
All right. Thank you, Lou.